This week, we take you on an adventure to the top end's favourite playground, Dundee Beach. We count down our top 5 things to do that will keep you wanting more when you find yourself in this tropical paradise. From perfect sunsets, resort-style facilities, an awesome pub scene and that pristine environment to get out and explore, this place should be at the top of your list when you are planning your trip to the NT. Plus, we share a couple of easy hacks to make your caravan and camping experience a whole lot better. Be sure to subscribe, smash the like button, and if you love the content, make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss any of the adventure. Yeah, good morning. I tell you, this is a ripper of a day. And we're heading out early. Okay, where are we, Jasper?
Dundee Beach.
Yes, aka paradise.
Yeah, I really love it here. Yeah. It is so beautiful.
I tell you what, we're going to show you around and really give you the whole lay of the land, but show you that you can spend a week here and it still not be enough time. It'll leave you wanting more, whether you want to get out and adventure or you want to sit and do nothing. We're going to show you where we're staying at the Caravan Park, which has had a mega upgrade.
Yes.
The pub has had a mega upgrade.
It's amazing.
I mean, what else could you want?
Do you know what I just thought of? It's got that real Cape York vibe to it, but without the pain in the woohoo to get here. You know, it's bitumen the whole way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it still has that real tropical, sort of far away, untouched feel to it.
Definitely. And there still is all of that off-roading adventure to be had. And you can, you know, take or leave it. But once you get to Dundee Beach, you won't want to leave.
No,
right.
True.
Let's get out. We've decided to head out early, and that is because we want to make the most of the tide. So the high tide point has just happened.
Yep.
And then that way you're able to really not
see
be
that beautiful, that turquoise coloured water though too.
Yeah.
Amazing.
All right, let's do it.
25 degrees.
Oh, so good.
Bang.
This is winter, baby.
I tell you what, they do winter right up here in the top end, and it is going to be a top of 32. So I think the minimum was 23. Oh, there's a little bit of corrugation. This is it.
Yeah, one road of corrugation.
One.
Just one. I mean,
There you go, done.
Yeah, done.
Yeah, this.
Like, this is it. Oh, I'm done.
Isn't it awesome when you're at camp, especially one like here at Dundee, and it is an absolute pearler of a day. Look at this. Everyone's over there at the pool. Jasper and I are going to get over there in a minute. But I actually wanted to share with you something that is quite a good hack if you're like us and you've got a hammock and you love your camping. But when you get to caravan parks, you notice you're pretty close to everyone, aren't you? And so when there are trees, they don't like you to hang anything on it. In fact, most places will tell you that it's one of the main rules is that you're not allowed to hang anything off any trees or fixtures at all. So this is something that we do. It's probably our number one most used item are our hammocks. We've actually got one each, although most of the time we only put one up. Little Jasper's in there.
Hello.
Listening to a podcast. Good boy. Yeah, Jasper loves his podcasts. For me, I love my audio books. That's really my spoil. If I want something to do myself where I can just get away from everything, that's me in the hammock with an audiobook. Katie loves it too, but she probably more likes the physical book. Anyway, what I want to talk about is that this hammock is probably the item that we use no matter where we are. But again, if you're in a van park or you're not allowed to actually hang off trees, what's really cool is that we'll fix it to either the front bull bar, or I've actually got fixtures all over the place. So I've got anchor points here. I've got one up there. I've got a couple at the back. There's another one. There's another one. Got one around the other side as well. And then on the front of the van, I've also got the anchor points up here as well, which means that you do not need a tree or any other pole or anything to be able to hang your hammocks. Now with Jasper, it probably works okay with it being off the front bull bar, but for Katie and I, what we'll generally do is put it so that it's at a higher point, like up there on the roof rack, and it just works an absolute treat. Love it. Love Naked. They are incredible people that are genuinely not only made a great product, but they're also thinking about the environment. Every time you buy one of their products, they plant 4 trees. And of course, their hammocks are made from 37 plastic water bottles. Not in the ocean, they're in the hammock. This is another product that they have that I've never actually showcased, but I thought this is a perfect example to show this. Now, they're actually our friends over in this next side over here, so that's cool. But to be this close in a van park, or you want a bit of privacy shade, then this is a great alternative. It's a 3x3 metre tarp, as you can see. Now it's completely waterproof. In fact, a 3,000 mil or 3 metres of rain before it would probably get any water through it. This is an olive colour. It also comes in black. I think olive's probably a better option in our Australian climate. But I've worked out a really cool way to use this, and that is to use these awning hooks that fit perfectly in your sail track runner. So you can see they just slide in and out. And then I just hook this tarp in its anchor points straight onto those. Perfect. They're from Outback Tracks. I'll put a link in the description, and you can obviously go to our website, thefeelgoodfamily.com, and you can find out how to get to all of these products. And there's Feel Good discount codes on all of them. In fact, on the Nike stuff, there's 15% discount, which is the best discount you'll get from anyone. And then we've used the Outback Tracks hooks as well, and screw in ground dog pegs to hold that down. But what it means is that we've got all this privacy here now. So someone is, trying to get fit like myself, I can do a workout in here and not worry about people looking at me, which is kind of important when you're not quite that fit, but you want to be. It's great as a waterproof cover as well, but it also blocks the sun out in the afternoon. Fantastic. It's just, I think, a sensational product, and I wanted to give it a good shout out because it really is awesome to be able to have a privacy screen like that. It's 3x3 metres and it weighs 870 grams or something, so less than a kilo. So when you're concerned about your weights as well, perfect for travelling families. All right, I think we're going to get Jasper off his podcast, get over to the pool, and then we'll come back and we'll tell you all about this incredible location. In fact, we'll share with you our top 5 things that you should do if you're coming here to Dundee Beach. Oh, I can't stop it. Ah! Do you want me to give you a little push? There you go. How good is this? Dundee Beach. I absolutely love it.
Well, they do call it paradise, apparently,
Yes.
and we think it is. It's definitely somewhere that you can't really put into words what's so awesome about it, but it has a feel,
Yeah.
and it's somewhere that'll call you back.
All right, we're going to actually try and put it into words, though.
Okay.
We're going to give you our top 5 things to do when you find yourself here in paradise. Now, first of all, we'll let you know that it's 2 hours pretty well from the centre of Darwin.
Yep,
So
and it's easy towing. I mean, it's bitumen the whole way.
great. But you feel like you're heading to the Cape, though, which is interesting. It's an hour and a half over to Litchfield National Park, about an hour back to Berry Springs, 2 fabulous locations in their own right. So, and we'll be bringing you some of that next week. But let's talk about coming here to Dundee Beach. Before we get our top 5 happening, book in advance.
Yep,
We don't say
great
that very
advice.
often, but book in for a week. And then you'll wish you'd booked 2,
Yeah.
basically.
Yep, excellent advice. Okay, so here we go.
Number 5.
All right, relax. I mean, Why wouldn't you? No, seriously, the Caravan Park is awesome. It's got a real resort style feel to it. And look, it's been 3 years since we were here, and to see the upgrades and the changes that have taken place across that time is just amazing. So they have sites to suit everybody, as well as other accommodation cabins if you're not travelling with your home in tow. We actually are booked onto one of the 40 ensuite sites, yes, 40 ensuite sites, and that's because that's all that they had left. Even the unpowered section was completely full when we tried to get in. But these ensuite sites are awesome, I have to say.
Yeah, look, there's plenty of room. I mean, generally at caravan parks, especially a really popular location, you can feel that you're really in on top of each other, and you actually feel like you've got a bit more room here, particularly the ensuite sites.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's powered sites. There's that big area out the back for off-grid camping if that's your preference. And there's other accommodation styles, as I mentioned.
Yes, and it is pet-friendly, as long as you've got a well-behaved pet. I don't know who decides that.
Awesome. Now, there are 2 pools. The one that was here when we were here last time up the front, the most amazing green grassy lawn area, which is just perfect. And then they've built this incredible resort style communal area right in the middle of park that has its very own, very tropical vibe pool to it. It has amazing barbecue facilities and this camp kitchen that I don't even think you can call it a camp kitchen. It is just stunning, isn't it?
It's fantastic. And there's, I think, maybe a 50 or 60 inch TV in there, which is great if you just want to, you know, really just veg out. There's a book exchange and there's some other games, board games and things for the kids, which is fantastic. If you want a quieter experience, you're probably better to head to the original pool, the front pool, because I think this central pool gets most of the attention because it does look like a resort, and so there's a bit more activity.
Yeah, absolutely. There's also laundry facilities there. There's a dump point, easy access. So I think they've laid it out really well, and they've bitumened all the roads through the van park now as well. Last time we came, they weren't, so that definitely helps to keep the dust down too, which is awesome.
All right, number 4. Make sure you book in for a lunch or a dinner at the Tavern at the front of the caravan park. This is directly opposite the water and the beachfront. It's incredibly popular. It's incredibly busy. Make sure you book. The meals are huge. There is more large TV screens showing all your sports. There's Keno. It's a fully licensed bar, obviously. There's a pool table. And something fantastic is a large splash pad for the kids that's also covered, which means you can sit over at the pub, mum and dad, have a couple of drinks. The kids are in a safe enclosed area right opposite where you're sitting, and then to watch the world go by. Slow pace here at Dundee. We love it.
Oh my gosh. I mean, this is winter and it is so tropical and really beautiful and warm. And I have to say, when we came here 3 years ago, this was just a small little shed style pub. And now to see this incredible tavern, and it was heaving when we arrived on Sunday, wasn't it?
They have spent a huge amount of coin here. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, awesome.
Right. Number 3.
Go fishing.
Yes, definitely. You should have bought a rod. And if you haven't, that's okay, because there is a half a dozen different fishing charters. Again, bookings are essential. They absolutely fill up. There's half day, full covered boats. They can target fish, whether you're a sports fisherman or you want the prized barramundi. You pretty well can catch it all here. And from the locals, they're all great. So just choose one. Otherwise, you can certainly fish straight out the front of the boat ramp, or get out and explore, and you can throw a line in pretty well anywhere. Don't forget, though, you are in croc country here, and from the locals, they use the word stonkers, absolute stonkers. They're big crocs up here, and they're stealth, so be croc wise. Now, I do have to give a shout out to Pierce. He's a young guy who was fishing down when we were out four-wheel driving with his family, his dad and his 2 brothers. They're Northern Territory locals, and he snagged a 1 metre threadfin. And what I loved about this was that his dad was there encouraging him the whole time. How he actually pulled this fish in is remarkable. It was massive. Well done, Pierce. You are a legend.
Yeah, they didn't share any with us, though.
No. Number 2, explore by 4-wheel drive. Get out and experience this environment, it is a full driver's heaven. And intermediate too. You don't need to be, you know, super confident. It's pretty safe.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, make sure you ask at reception for a map and get yourself down to the Finnis River Station. It's a privately owned cattle station, but they do allow you to access the property, and they have tracks that will take you all the way through to that stunning coastline with those epic cliffs that you can just drive along beside, and that will actually take you all the way down onto 5 Mile Beach. Now, our advice would be, if you are going to head down onto the beach, to be prepared, do your research, obviously be very aware of the tide times. The variance here is so great, so you want to make sure you're across that, and your tyre pressures as well, because it is quite soft, and we've been told that it's quite deceiving. It can be mud flat opposed to sand, and lots of people have been caught out in the past, and remembering that we are in crop country as well. Our advice would be, you know, make sure you've got your UHF radios with you. Make sure you let somebody know, even if it's reception, that you're heading out there, just to be safe. I mean, it is so stunning though, and those cliff edges are just spectacular. We parked up, we had a drink, the boys threw the rod in with no luck, unfortunately.
Jasper, I tell you what, we thought he was on. He snagged the biggest rock ever.
Yeah, it wasn't a 1 metre thread fin, but that is a-okay. Another hidden gem on the cattle station is this open field in and amongst all of these towering trees with these incredible termite mounds, and they're often referred to as tombstone termites because of how they actually look, but they're also magnetic, and they all build their mounds to make the most of the sun. Very, very smart little termites, but it's very cool to drive through there and actually get out and see how huge some of them are.
Number 1, sunset. Love it. We actually drove down onto the beach, reversed in, set ourselves up for a good hour and a half, and just soaked it up. I mean, you can't really get a better sunset than here at Dundee. It is absolutely stunning.
It is amazing, and the colours of the sky, just gorgeous. And that was so nice, just to pull the truck up and have a minute to, you know, really unwind at the end of the day. And Jasper played in the sand, and it was perfect.
Yeah, perfect bottle of wine. Look, it's probably a bit lazy to take your vehicle, because you can walk. It's, you know, it'd be 300 metres with your chair and you'd be there. But yeah, certainly made the most of it. In fact, it was the highlight of our time here. If you can get out and do a few of these, if you're staying for a week, then do it. Look, other activities include a moonlight cinema, which is on tonight. We're actually going up to the Tavern for another meal because it's footy night, and probably put a little keno in as well, I think.
Awesome. And there are a couple of other tours that we haven't experienced yet, but that look really fantastic. One is a buggy tour here from Dundee Beach, and you can inquire about that up at the little convenience store. The other is an airboat tour that we're looking at, so we're hoping to get out on that. It's a brand new tour that's just started operating.
Looks very cool. Dundee Beach, you will not be disappointed. The only thing that would really ruin your time here is not being here long enough. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Please do like, subscribe and share our channel. And if you'd like more information on full-time RV travel and living, visit our website, thefeelgoodfamily.com. There you'll find loads of free resources, our weekly podcast, Caravan cooking recipes, our monthly magazine articles and much more. We look forward to seeing you next week. Take care of yourself and your family and happy trails.